Here we go. We are live. If you are joining us from YouTube, welcome, welcome. However, I do not watch any of the comments over on YouTube. You'll be encouraged to join us on our live for next week. You can find it on Meetup under Tarot Unicorns and Coffee, the name of the group, and you will find all of our events. For those of you that are joining us live, hello and welcome and yay. It's Magical Monday Manifestations. We come together every Monday so that we can get guidance from the divine, information from vast knowledge, infinite knowledge. Whatever that stuff is out there that knows more than we do about this human game, we're going to get some of that information through the cards. I like to pull cards. So this will be Tarot. First we go to Tarot, and then we go to Oracle cards. And then whatever other messages need to come through from infinite intelligence, we'll definitely weave those messages into today's reading. So welcome again. I'm going to start with Tarot, and I'm just shuffling those cards now. Let me make sure I can see my chat. Make sure it's turned on for you guys. It is awesome. What do we have coming up this month? Well, end of the month, beginning of February. Don't have a new moon, full moon until the 5th. Everything is direct. My friend Travis keeps reminding me all of the planets are stationed direct. Done with that retrograde shit. And maybe some of you are feeling new beginnings, new opportunities, fresh starts, kind of that energy. Maybe an energy of something that feels like it was kind of stagnant and slow moving. Maybe it's feeling like it's moving again. All effects of moving out of several simultaneous retrogrades and into everything being direct astrologically. So let's see what other guidance Spirit has for us. All right, we got the Tarot cards pulled. I'm going with the Joyful Happy deck today. And apparently I shuffled all my cards upside down because they're all reversal. That's just not right. All of them, okay. Let me turn them right side up. How do you do that, Valerie? How do you do what you do? All upside down. How did I do that, y'all? Y'all letting me do stuff. Okay. My happy deck. And the first card that we get is Queen of Pentacles. Oh, let me see if I can get the glare off of it. Queen of Pentacles, not that there's much that you can see anyway. Pentacles is related to the element of earth. Pentacles are the suit that is talking about our here and now, our taste it, touch it, feel it, our physically manifested world, and because it's earth, all earth energy, our physically manifested world, and what things do we hold valuable in our physically manifested world. So that's what Pentacles is all about. And we have Queen energy coming out of that suit. Queen energy. Well, first of all, Queen, the royalty, if we made it all the way into the court cards of this suit, we know that we have achieved some level of success. So some level of success around your manifestations and around what you are trying to bring forth into the world is yours to claim. Spirit is very clear with saying is yours to claim, because some of you are saying, where's it at? Where's it at? I don't say, what's success, Valerie? Stop lying. It's there. It's yours to claim. You need to step into this Queen energy in order to claim it, because that's what's coming up for us. Royalty tells me that we're there, that there's not work to be done, that we are already there. Because we drew a queen, not the king. That tells me that in order to claim it, we need to get more into our divine feminine, more into our creative side, more into our inspiration, intuitively led side. And we also need to get more into that nurturing side. So I'm gonna ask y'all, have y'all been nurturing yourselves, Or have you been nurturing everything and everyone outside of yourselves? Self-nurturing is coming through from this card. That's how you get into that energy. All of the other qualities that I mentioned, tapping more into your divine feminine, letting yourself being intuitively led, all of those energies are going to put you in touch with this earth energy that is going to put you in touch with all of the things that you have been manifesting. So it's all there. In order to claim it, you need to step into this Queen of Pentacles energy. That's what Spirit is directing us to do. So step into that energy to claim what is already yours, what is already manifested. But how do I do it, Valorie? I don't feel like I have the tools, or I don't know what you're talking about. I've never stepped into energy before. Strength. Strength is our next card. Quit your bitching. That's what Spirit is saying. You got everything you need. Stop arguing for your limitations and start arguing or start allowing your true strength and your true power to come back to you. So you have everything you need to step into that Queen of Pentacles energy. You have everything you need and all the knowledge you need right now from your vantage point, from wherever you are on your path. You have everything you need to step in and start claiming those things that are physically manifested around you, but for some reason you're just like, I don't see it. You have everything you need. You have the strength. Spirit gave you strength and joy. Look at that joyous little, looks like a little sailor, but he is strong and happy. Find your strength, find your inner power. Stop looking outside of yourself and saying, I don't have that strength, or I don't have that person's strength, or I wasn't strong enough to do that thing that I really want to do. You have all of the strength that you need in this present moment to do what you are commissioned to do. If you need more strength, when it comes your time to claim that, you will be granted more strength. So right now you have everything that you need. Claim that. Start with that. You have everything that you need. All right. Am I pumping y'all up? Y'all got it now? You ready? Everything that you need? Good. Stick with that, because next we got the Tower. Major Arcana. As you start stepping into this energy, claiming that you have everything you need, things are going to shift for you, and that's okay. And things might shift in a big way, and things might shift in an unexpected way. Look at that. Look at how the happy faces on the houses, even though the houses are moving all around and they might tumble, they're still happy because it's making way for something big. Maybe this smaller house is being knocked down so that a big, large mansion can be built. It's making way for something that you have asked for. So stepping into this energy is going to cause some unrest, some unexpected things happening in your life, some falling away of things that you don't need, and that is okay. We're still going to be like the happy houses. Look, one of them's even winking at you. You got this. As those things fall away, let them fall away. How long are you going to hold on to something you don't need? Let it fall away so that something that you do need can come up in its place. And once you have that Tower moment, which I'm sensing is like a real literal Tower moment, sometimes towards, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, middle of the week for y'all, something is going to shift. Let it shift. Next card, Knight of Swords, because right after it shifts, we have an action card. Knights are the actionaries of our tarot, of our messages. When we get a Knight, Spirit is asking us to take some kind of inspired action to move forward on our path. This is the Knight of Swords. Swords is our thinking and our communication. And I feel like it's leaning a lot more towards communication. As far as what action you need to take, I think it's got communication strands wrapped all around it. So a conversation needs to be had, maybe with someone outside of yourself, maybe with your own damn self, maybe a declaration needs to be made, a statement, an affirmation. All of these are swords energies because swords is about communication and speech. It's also about thoughts. But when I get the Knight of Swords, okay, I'm talking about swords again. Swords represents communication and thoughts. When I get a Knight of Swords, even if it's asking me to take action on my thoughts, it's still asking me to take a real quantifiable action on my thoughts. So what can you do to move your thoughts forward into the manifested world? Manifested because we started with Pentacles. And I believe that this week is talking about how we manifest more. So it's asking us to take action on our thoughts or take action with communication. But action on your thoughts doesn't mean think more. Action on your thoughts means how can I bring this thought out of the thinking realm and into the pinnacles, into this earth realm, into this, I had to do the air quotes, reality. I'm not going to say reality without doing air quotes no more. But so 9, take action. The message, I'm going with communication and thoughts because there are so many of you here. Some of you know exactly what conversation you need to have. Some of you know exactly what declaration you need to make to yourself. And some of you, when you hear those, you're like, no, that's not me. Some of you know exactly what action you need to take about that thought that you have been overthinking and that you have been stalling and procrastinating on. Now it's the time to move into action on those thoughts. So that message is broad, but yet individual. Y'all know who I'm talking to when I pulled that card. And then we're going to end it on Ace of Swords. Still with, oh y'all, this is how intelligent AI is. The reactions down at the bottom, when you hold your hand up enough, it automatically puts a hand up for you virtually. When I did this, mine started timing down. It sees that as a hand. That's how intelligent AI is. Scary. All right, Ace of Swords is the last one. I'm trying to keep it from raising my hand. So we've already talked about the Knight of Swords, and moving forward, conversation needs to be had, or statement, declaration, moving forward on thoughts. And then we have the Ace of Swords. And this is going to come, okay, Ace of Swords is about new, fresh beginnings. Aces, swords, I've already explained that suit. This is not exactly how I would read it if it didn't have all of these surrounding cards. These surrounding cards are telling me that this taking action, someone is still not taking action and procrastinating because they're still weighing the pros and cons. Is this the right step? I don't know. What if I make a mistake? Some of y'all, that's holding you back, fear. Some of that is holding you back. Some of you are asking yourself, what if this doesn't turn out right? What if this step that I take doesn't turn out right? Then what? Or what if I jump into this and I haven't really fully thought it out and I don't have everything I need to see it to the end? This card is coming in a little bit with a little different energy. The Ace of Swords is telling me that this is always going to be replenished with new. That's the message I'm getting. So you take the action, it works out. Yay, great. You're going to have another action to take. You take the action, it doesn't work out. Oh, cry, tears. So what? It's going to be replaced by another aligned action. You're not stuck. You're never going to make a wrong move. You're always going to have another move to make. Take this action and don't get, you might be on a hamster wheel where you're doing the same thing over and over again, not necessarily stuck because you're still moving. You're just still moving in the same patterns. If you want to get off of that, take the action anyway with the full faith that there's always going to be a different action. There's always going to be something else to come in to either further you down your path because you're thinking, I don't have the whole picture. I can't take the action. This is saying, nope, the next action is going to come, but you got to take that first action. Or maybe you're saying, what if this is my last big idea and I'll never have another great idea? I got to really make sure I think this through and make sure it works for me. Spirit's like, no, you're going to have lots more great ideas coming in as soon as you take this first action. So that Ace of Swords to me is more like a replenishment card. It's like whatever that Knight of Swords is calling you to do, let go of the fear, because the Ace of Swords is right there as a replenishment, as you're not going to run out. Nothing's going to go wrong. I'm going to keep giving you ideas. You're going to keep following them. We're going to have fun with this. So that Ace of Swords is more like a replenishment energy because it came right after the Knight of Swords. That's how I'm reading it. I don't know why I'm putting these cards back in the deck because I'm going to want to refer to them again. And I just put them all back in the deck. I guess I don't need to refer to them again. All right. Man, chat is dead today. Is chat turned off? Y'all can chat, can't you? It's turned on. Y'all are just quiet. Okay. There we go. Man, that's weird. Y'all freaking me out over here. That's super quiet. I've never had a chat I've never got all the way through the entire tarot without a single chat. I'm scared. Am I not entertaining y'all enough? Let go of fear, Valorie. Let go of fear and move forward. Didn't I just tell y'all that? All right. What if you just made a decision and you're worried about the consequences or the outcome? Real talk, you want real talk? All right, I'm gonna give y'all real talk. You didn't make the decision then. If you're still worried about it, you didn't really make the decision, did you? Because now you're saying, maybe, if you got a maybe in there, you didn't make the decision. If you fully make the decision, then you have to fully be in it. See, that's the thing. We think we make decisions all day long, but how many decisions do we really make? When you fully make a decision, then you're all in. And then you say, I made this decision and I fully trust that either one of these is going to be true. I fully trust that Spirit is going to back this decision up and I can't go wrong. One, or you make the decision when you really, truly, fully make a decision. Your second option is, I made the decision and so what? I'll have another decision to make tomorrow. So you're either nonchalant about the decision or it's this really big decision and you know that you're going to be fully backed. That's when I feel like you fully make a decision. Anything else, when you're still worried about the outcome, then you're not fully making a decision. You're still back in the, I want to make this decision, but I haven't committed to it. So if you haven't committed to it because you're still worried about it, then you haven't really made the decision. The universe works best when we decide and it can flow energy towards that decision. If we decide and then we worry, then the universe is flowing energy kind of towards that decision and kind of towards the worry because we gave them two options. You got to give Spirit one option and let Spirit focus all its energy there. All right. Dragon Path Oracle. Delphine. I always want to say it Delphine. I don't know how you say her name. I think it's her. 30. What do the dragons have to say today? I've pulled this one before and I still don't remember her energy. All right. Delphin, is the etheric counterpart of the whales and the dolphins. The whales are Earth's record keepers and the dolphins are our spiritual ancestors. They carry, all of them, dolphins, whales, and dolphin, carry the blueprint of our spiritual existence here on Earth. This wise old dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depths of this being. So here's the message. The waters of Earth can cleanse or maim, support or take life. You too are faced with a similar choice. Ooh, someone has a choice. You can choose to heal and be healed, or swim in the deep riptides, or swim in the riptides. Neither is wrong. It's only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and as humans must, your race must make mistakes and on occasion poor decisions, but that is all part of learning. It's time to forgive yourself and others and move on. Delphin tells us to look deep within our soul and ask, what is your purpose on Earth? What is it we must discover about ourselves? Are we healers, spiritual? Are we healers? Spiritual guiding light for others to follow? Are we seekers of the truth through science? Are we called to work with him possibly as ecologists or even marine biologists? It is a he. I thought Delphin was a girl. Sorry, dude. He is very useful to call upon when we feel stuck and unable to go with the flow. His presence acts as a reminder that we would do well to stop struggling and surrender to the ebb and flow of life, for that which we resist persists. Your task is to uncover your driving passion. Divine driving, same thing. Uncover your driving passion and kickstart the job you came here to do. Have y'all decided what y'all's job is that you came here to do? You don't have to specialize yet. Just figure out the one-on-one version of it and point yourself there. I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy, and they just got to the episode where they've all been trying to pseudo-specialize, and now the doctor is like, none of you guys are specializing anymore. You need to get back to basics. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you're making it too hard. Maybe you just need to say, instead of saying, I want to be a 5th generation, 3rd level, Sumu, Satu, Reiki master, I'm making shit up. Not to insult Reiki. I very much trust Reiki energy. But instead of saying that, maybe you just back off from the specifics and say, well, I know I came here to heal. Let me just focus on healing. Maybe you're making it too hard for this stage. Maybe not so much with the specialty and a little bit more general as you figure out your life path and where to focus your directions. Okay. Somebody said, I want to be the best at what I do, and I don't feel like I'm doing that today. Let me tell you, every day I'm the best at every damn thing I do, because guess what? I'm Valorie, and nobody else can be Valorie. Look at it that way. You are the best at being, insert your name, because nobody else can be that. And many have tried, and you know the people who have tried. You probably met a lot of them in high school trying to be somebody that they weren't. But you are the best. You are doing the absolute best that you can do today, when you get away from the specifics and when you go back to the basics. The basics is, I'm Valorie. There's absolutely no being on this world who could be a better job of being Valorie, because nobody else has the job, which means I'm being the best, which means I'm the best at something today. I don't have to be the best at algebra, because that's being too specific, and that's just wrong. Valerie's not going to be the best at algebra. But when you back off, you can absolutely be the best every day about everything you do, because you're the one doing it. Okay, star codes. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while. I don't know why I'm being drawn to pull from it today. Maybe someone is pulling this energy through me, from spirit. Y'all need answers. And I guess this star codes deck has the answers. Somebody has their purpose figured out. I like that. I see it over in the chat. And because you're on YouTube, I'm going to read it out. To help people and to be their advocate. I like that purpose. All right, star code, Astro. Let me read it. Star codes, Astro Oracle. For those of you who like to know what decks I'm pulling from. And today we get Aries. Oh, and guess what that says? Again, confirmation act. Which one of y'all didn't hear me the first time when I pulled the Knight of Swords and I said it's time to act? Somebody didn't hear it. Could be me. Sometimes I listen to these recordings and hear things that I didn't hear even when I said it. So don't feel bad if you didn't hear it when I said it. But act. Spirit is saying it again so we can all hear it. Card number 1, Aries, act. I'm not going to read the whole thing, because Aries, it tells you about Aries, the sign astrologically, where it's positioned, all of that. But I will read the message. Begin. Move into new territory. Cut to the chase. Be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clear the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. I love, love, love that, because that says I'm just going to worry about me. And I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but my boundaries are set just because I am vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. That's that Aries fire energy. Work in short, intense bursts rather than long periods of deep concentration. That means naps are allowed this week. That's what I'm interpreting. Short bursts with naps in between. Aries activates our inner adolescence, so maybe some inner child work. Direct orders can set off knee-jerk rebellion. Instead of telling others what to do or how they feel, express your own experience and opinion and speak in I terms. I love it. Let's see. Aries marks the beginning of spring plants. So this is like that Ace of Swords energy too, because Aries is a cardinal sign. It's the beginning of spring. We have that ace, which is like replenishment. You're always going to be replenished, just like spring always comes back around no matter how hard the winter was. That Ace of Swords, I feel, is also tying into this message of Aries energy, newness, replenishment. Aries energy, this is for those of y'all who might be in the middle of any type of turbulence in your life, or that decision-making loop. It says Aries energy boils over quickly. And I feel like we can apply that to all areas of our life. If a situation threatens to erupt in conflict or in an undesirable outcome, just take a break from it and come back later. So maybe if you need to step away from it, take a breather. It's all fake anyway. Come back to it with fresh eyes and see how you feel about it a little bit later when you're a lot less stressed about it. What kind of encouragement do y'all need now? What kind of decks should I go to next? Let's see. I think that's a really good thing that happened there. Okay, so somebody put in comments, if you're not able to read the comments because you might be on YouTube. I got honest with someone. They told me they weren't upset. This is the comment. I got honest with someone. They told me they weren't upset. I cleared the air, but their actions indicated otherwise. In other words, they really were upset, but they were lying to you and saying they weren't upset. Here's what I have to say about that. Fuck them. You did your part. You did your part. You stepped into that energy. You said, this is what I need to do to feel, hopefully this was your path. This is what I need to do for me to feel right in my world. And then you took that action. You cannot be concerned with the actions that they are taking because they are taking actions based on everything that is set up for them in their world, based on what they need to learn. Maybe one of the lessons that they set up for themselves is they need to lose a friend. And maybe you're the friend that they're losing, and they set that lesson up so that they could learn from the loss of a friend, so that they could learn, oh, you don't say these things in this way. There's a better way to say them. So maybe just let their reaction to you not be a part of your story. Let it be a part of their story. Whatever their reaction is a part of their story. And you did what you needed to do from your vantage point, from your knowledge, to take care of you. And that's really all you can do. The more I'm pulling from, sorry, let me go back. Super Attractor by Gabby Bernstein. I wonder if she minds being called Gabby Bernstein. I always call her Gabby, not that she's ever heard me say it, but I always call her Gabby Bernstein, and I always wonder if she might. And here's why I might. First of all, everybody in this group, y'all all have permission to call me Val. Y'all do call me Val. But when I'm on dating profiles and my name says Valorie and some random dude on the internet calls me Val, it pisses me off. So I don't know. Maybe Gabby Bernstein is pissed off secretly because I keep calling her Gabby and I don't really know her. But anyway, that was a long aside because I just got back on dating online and somebody called me Val last night and I wasn't happy about it. I just let this is why I'm single. I just let the smallest, dumbest shit just annoy me. And I'm like, nope, I'm not talking to you because you called me by the wrong name and I don't even know you. All right, let me get back to the reading. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. Y'all, if I scripted it myself, I wouldn't believe it sometimes. I've been having a lot of insights around the word appreciation. So for me to pull this card randomly out of a deck I wasn't really going to go to and get a card that says appreciation out of all the other cards, that's the universe talking to me. Look, it even looks like the universe talking to me with the stars in the background. What do stars have to do about an orange in space? Nothing. I'm telling you, this stuff could not be better scripted. So I hope this message is for some of y'all, but it's definitely for me. I'm going to read it again. The more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver to you because it's your story. We got to stop worrying so much about everybody else, except I'm going to still worry about everybody that's right here today because I love y'all. How do we do that? Stop worrying about everybody else and still worry about everybody else. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Right? But could Idris call you Val though? I feel like you could have let it slide. Idris can call me whatever the hell he wants to call me. So yeah, I do. Yep. All right. I've been called out. If you really want it, Valorie, it won't matter what they call you. So I must not really want to date, huh? Because I'll be putting imaginary stupid blocks in my way. Messages from the mermaids. Oh, it's our miracles mermaid. Silent roaming vibes, oranges in space. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm not familiar with that. It sounds like a movie title. What does this mermaid from the watery deeps have to share with us today? I already like the title of it, Miracles. Who's ready for a miracle? Me. Be realistic and plan for a miracle. Why do they contradict themselves in the first damn sentence? Be realistic and plan for a miracle. Y'all figure that one out. Tell me how. Okay, be open to receive miracles in your life. Perhaps you are a miracle for someone else. Ooh, I like that one. This mermaid asks you to prepare for incoming miracles. Miracles can manifest in many ways and can occur when we least expect them. It's important to remain open to receive miraculous happenings in your life and also be grateful when they come. Okay, for anybody out there who's just like, oh, here we go, a card about miracles again. She must be talking to everybody else, or not my miracle, or miracles never happen, or there's really no such thing as miracles, or miracles don't really happen the way these self-help, love, appreciation books about attraction. No, it doesn't happen that way, Valorie. If you're saying that, ponder this for a moment. You came to this reading. I went to this deck. Out of all the decks I have, over 40, I think we counted one time. I pulled this card out of all the cards in the deck. This author wrote this message for you to sit in this Zoom room and hear something that says, perhaps you are a miracle. And to hear something that else says, something else that says, miracles can manifest in any way and can occur when we least expect them. That's a miracle in and of itself. That is a miracle in and of itself. And you just breezed right past it because you were trying to wait until I got to the juicy part about how you got the man or how you got the money or how you got the house. That's the miracle right there. You missed it. Perhaps you're someone else's miracle. Have you considered that your very presence could be the miracle someone else has been waiting or wishing for? Life can be full of minor and major miracles. We only have to open our hearts to the miraculous possibilities that they are inherent within this beautiful universe. If you've been praying or wishing for a miracle, make this card as a sign to say that your prayers or wishes have been heard and to watch out for the signs. I could have just kept reading. It says the card is a miracle. I didn't even have to tell y'all all of that. Maybe miracles are manifesting for you right now. If so, are you really ready to be open to receiving them? You might think you are. However, is it also possible that you might have some blocks? It's worth really looking at and working on yourself so that you're mentally open and free to receiving any miracles as they appear on your path, sorry. Miracles aren't always grand gestures. Our lives are full of small miracles, such as waking up, breathing, walking, living in freedom, having food on our plate, good health, a roof over our head, and so on. In this respect, miracles aren't dissimilar to blessings, so appreciate your blessings. So as this message on the card says, be open to receiving miracles in your life. They can be part of our everyday lives if we let them. Yay. Okay. I know, Christina. A deck on the possibilities of love. All of my decks are decks on the possibilities of love. I can pull cards about love. Let me see which deck is speaking to me about that. How do we open ourselves up to the love we are looking for? This does not seem a likely candidate, but this is the deck that keeps calling out for me. So we're going to go with it. I don't have any specific Yeah, I don't have any specific like Valentine's decks or decks with love as the theme, but I feel like all of my decks have the ability, the energy to pull for and get love readings on. Because all of the decks really, everything is all about self-love. So it doesn't really matter what avenue you go down, you're going to get that message of self-love. I'm looking for one of my other decks. I think I know where it's at. Okay, the deck that I was called to pull from, which makes no sense to me, is the Moonology Manifestation deck. That is not a deck I would go to for someone saying, do you have a deck about love? But Spirit is saying, this is the one with the message that they need to hear. So the first card is first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. It's not about what is currently up in our sky. It's about the energy of this. So assess the situation is our first message. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy, and don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they're saying. Do you still want what you used to want and as much? Do you still want what you used to want and as much? I feel like that's answering somebody out there's relationship question. Are you in the same energy as when you met the person? Or are you holding the same energy as when you first said, this is the person I want to date? I hope the answer is no, because nobody should be in the same energy as when they started their relationship. Otherwise, you might need counseling, and I'm not the person for that. Everyone's energy shifts and change. So your energy is shifting and changing. And sometimes your energy shifts and change away from where you started. Assess the situation. What about the situation is still the energy that I want? And how can I move forward with that energy and leave behind these ideas of shoulda, coulda, woulda that aren't even really a match to me anyway? Am I still worried about Valentine 3 years ago when he didn't bring me flowers? When in this year right now, I don't even believe in Valentine's anymore. But back then it was so important, and I'm still holding a grudge because when I did believe in it, they should have brought me flowers. Okay, maybe as you shift and move, you need to let go of some of those old wounds and the old hurts and things that really don't matter anymore. So assess the situation. Take an honest inventory about where you are. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. Do more is not do more in the physical world. Do more is what are you doing to align yourself with that which you say that you want. That's the do more. Assess the situation. Is what you said that you wanted to do still what you want to do? Because again, if you're unsure, Spirit is sending some of the energy towards what you say you want and some of the energy towards that unsurety. So assess the situation, redecide, recommit. And then what do I do? When I figure out what I really want, Valorie, then what do I do? Then you trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. Then you trust the universe. Oh, it makes it sound so easy. First quarter moon in Aquarius. One moment. It is easy. It's like this. It's like if there was this button that you could push. There's this button that you could push, but it's in this very complicated top security room. Okay? This button that you can push is the button that's going to give you everything you've ever asked for. Everything you've ever asked for. But it's in this top security room, and you have to go through a bunch of security clearances to get into the room to be able to push the button, right? Now, in order to get all the security clearances, you have to go through a lot of schooling, because these aren't just like you show your ID and you get a clearance. You have to prove what an intellect you are. You have to be able to discover scientific equations. You have to do all of this, go through all of these schools, go through all of this certification. Then once you get the certification, you go in and you get your clearance. And then once you get your clearance, you're admitted to the building. You have to go all the way up to the top floor. Then you get into the room. Then they open the thing. And then they say, here's what you need to do to get everything you always wanted. Push the button. So it's easy, but there's a lot of stuff that you have to do to get to the point to be ready to push the button. So trusting the universe is trusting that you're going to get to push the button, and trusting that all of this setup is for the greater prize, and that it is easy to manifest, and it is easy to have that what we want, and it is easy to believe that we're all powerful. But you have to get all of these fundamentals in your head first before you can get to the point to where you get to actually just go boop and everything comes to you. So easy but hard but easy. That's kind of been my life. I don't know about y'all. Trust the universe. It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good. It does sound like they're talking directly about somebody's relationship, don't they, with just that they're using? Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. I'm going to read that one more time. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. I want you to see your dream in a bubble, and the intensity around it is the fear that it won't come true. Now, let me ask you, when you go to channeling and sending your energy, where are you sending your energy? To the dream or to that force field that's around it, the intensity, the fear that it won't come true? And then you say, but I am focused on your dream. No, you're not. You're focused on the force field that's around it, because you keep saying, but it's not going to come true. Not for me. I haven't done enough. I haven't learned enough. I haven't got the access codes. And then you just keep sending all of that energy swirling around your dreams. It looks like it's going to your dream, but it's never getting into the bubble. It's just swirling around in that intensity. So let's let go of some of that fear. Let's release our grip on the situation so that some of our juju, some of our juice can actually get into fueling our actual dream. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe, then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out because you're sending your energy to the wrong place. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. Are you trying to be the influencer of someone else's love or affection in your relationship? Or are you just worried about your damn self? I can't worry about myself in a relationship. That sounds selfish. Okay, keep doing it the other way. Tell me how it turns out. Tell me how it turns out when you try to tell somebody else how to feel about you, instead of worrying about how you feel about yourself. If you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. Is there anything else that comes up with this? Trust the universe, third eye chakra work. It's saying do some third eye chakra work. It gives a whole example, but you all can do whatever is most comfortable for you. Just know third eye chakra might be in your cards for this week. Loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges you are facing. Loosen up. Some of y'all, it's time for your spiritual laxative. You've been holding on to all of those spiritual modalities and things and trying to figure it out and work it out and manifest it out and attract your way out of it. Just loosen up. Let some of that go. Let some of that go and just trust that it's all working out. Trust the universe. All right. The energy is shifting in terms of expectations. I believe that too. Somebody made that comment. Keepers of the light. White eagle, ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. White eagle. A pattern can be healed now. Those are the words I'm focusing on. Gotta find it. It's the last one in the book, y'all. It's the last one. All right, White Eagle. A Native American shaman who is dedicated to honoring our spiritual heritage. I'm not going to read his whole story. I'm going to move to the message of the card. Take some time to honor just how far you have come, recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness, healing, and journey. Recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness, healing, and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have or have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family in spirit so that you can set new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear out your spirit. Beautiful. Ancestors have been coming up a lot for me lately. If that is true for you in dreams, in movies, in any way that is coming up for you, then this message is definitely reinforcing that is the work that you need to do at this time. But specifically, the message I'm hearing specifically is not just connecting for wisdom or clarity, but connecting to clear out old patterns and to release old family wounds. So specifically for those things, to release
Let's give it a second to see if Val pops
I was
back
just going
in.
to say the same thing.
She should.
That's assuming she's looked up and realized she's not in there anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad she was almost done.
I just accidentally turned myself off too, so maybe Val did that too.
Her internet was hiccuping a little earlier too, so. Jacqueline, if you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
Really, I've been talking this whole time. Sorry about that, everyone. I was just talking about the cards that she drew and that I need to walk into the Queen of Pentacles energy. I've got to do that. Got to do that. Good cards today. Great cards today. Makes me think.
There she is. She just jumped back in.
Oh, good.
All right.
You're
Did you
back.
have a little potty break, Val? You're muted.
I must have. I don't know what that was. I was trying to get back onto my phone and everything. I know what it was. It's the Matrix fucking with me. All right. Did y'all pull cards while I was gone? No, I don't even know where I left off. I don't even know where I left off, but I've got time for another card. So y'all must have got the message that y'all were supposed to get. And Spirit was like, okay, Valorie, shut up. And just shut my camera off in the middle of talking. How dare you? How dare you, Spirit? Ancestral trauma. That's right. Yes. Clear that out. Clear it out for you. That's where I was going. All right. Such a good group today. White Eagle, ancestral trauma. Yeah, I put the card back and everything. So I think I was wrapping up with that, but just talking about the reason why we want to heal that is so that you can free up more energy to direct it to the things that you actually want. All right. Wrapping it up with some lighthearted messages. I think I'll do several. From my Rebel Unicorn deck, and it says, you got a feeling you just can't shake. What is that? Somebody's getting that. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Stop quieting it. Listen to it. It's informing you. It's leading you. It's telling you something. Here's another one. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Who feels like they're stuck or lost in the dark or can't find clarity? What's the advice from Spirit? Get your head out of your ass. Pronto. You are stuck in your own thoughts. That's a irreverent way of saying you are stuck in your own thoughts. Your head is clouded by your own ass. It's not really dark. You can really see. You're just hiding yourself. You're hiding your true vision, your true sight. Get out of your thoughts. Get out of your thoughts. They're not helping you at this time. And then winning. Yay. All of us, all of you right now in this present moment, this message is for you. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. Everyone in this present moment has the ability to look at everything and anything that's going on in their life as a complete fucking miracle. We talked a little bit about miracles earlier. If you look at everything in your life as a complete fucking miracle, as a complete creation of the divine, then how can anything be bad? How can anything be going wrong? Everything must be winning because everything has the divine in it. You got a good thing going. Find your good today and don't ruin the good by focusing on the bad. Send your energy to the good. I think the overriding message is where you're going to send your energy this week. I hope these messages have come through and has helped you figure out, okay, I'm going to send more energy over here and less over here. I'm going to let go of this or amp this up. It's all about energy and where you choose to focus it. So I hope these messages have come through, have given you some clarity. Clarity is just meaning, where am I going to focus my energy now? Where am I going to focus my energy now? So yay, thank you all for joining me. What's coming up this week? We also meet on Wednesday morning for meditation. And that's as far as I'm going to get. Let's just get through Wednesday. So I hope I see you back on Wednesday and again next Monday. We do this every Monday, always free. Thank you all so much. This is wonderful. Have an amazing week.